Windsor Hills Elementary was a quaint school nestled in a peaceful town. Its cheerful walls and vibrant classrooms were a haven for young minds, but little did the students and staff know that a sinister secret lurked beneath the surface. One fateful day, a heavy fog rolled in, blanketing the school in an eerie silence. The children went about their lessons, unaware of the lurking danger. As the day progressed, strange occurrences began to unfold. During recess, children reported seeing fleeting figures darting between the trees, their eyes filled with a malevolent glimmer. Whispers of an old legend circulated among the students, tales of a vengeful spirit that haunted the grounds of Windsor Hills Elementary. As the afternoon sun began to fade, the school was abruptly thrown into darkness. The power had mysteriously gone out, leaving the students and staff stranded in an unsettling gloom. The emergency lights flickered, casting unsettling shadows that seemed to move on their own. Whispers echoed through the empty corridors, and a chilling voice resonated through the intercom, its tone filled with a haunting presence. "You cannot escape me. This school is now my domain." Panic gripped the hearts of the students and teachers as they realized they were not alone. The ghostly figures they had glimpsed earlier materialized, their ghostly forms hovering in the air. The vengeful spirit of a former teacher, driven to madness by the school's dark history, had returned to seek revenge. Desperate to survive, a group of resourceful students and a few courageous teachers banded together, armed with their wits and determination. They navigated the dimly lit hallways, unraveling the mysteries hidden within the school's forgotten corners. They discovered a hidden chamber deep within the school, its walls adorned with symbols and ancient artifacts. There, they learned of a ritual that could banish the vengeful spirit from Windsor Hills Elementary forever. With trembling hands, they performed the ritual, their voices trembling as they chanted ancient words of purification. The chamber rumbled, and a blinding light engulfed the school. The vengeful spirit screeched in anguish as it was banished, its malevolent presence vanishing into the ether. As the light faded, the power was restored, and the once haunted halls of Windsor Hills Elementary regained their familiar warmth. The students and teachers emerged from their hiding places, their faces filled with both relief and lingering fear. From that day forward, the legend of the haunted school became a cautionary tale, passed down through generations. The students and staff who survived the ordeal carried the memories with them, forever changed by the horrors they had faced. Windsor Hills Elementary continued to stand as a beacon of learning, but its walls held secrets whispered only among those who dared to listen. It served as a chilling reminder that sometimes, even the most innocent and ordinary places can harbor dark and otherworldly forces. Harrisonville High School, a sprawling institution with a rich history, held a dark secret that few knew about. Legend had it that beneath the school's foundation lay a hidden passage leading to a forgotten chamber, a chamber with a malevolent presence waiting to be unleashed. On an unusually stormy night, lightning cracked across the sky as a group of curious students decided to explore the abandoned basement of Harrisonville High. Armed with flashlights and nerves of steel, they descended into the depths of the school. As they navigated the maze-like corridors, whispers seemed to carry on the wind, beckoning them deeper into the darkness. Unbeknownst to the students, they had stumbled upon the entrance to the hidden chamber, a chamber that should have remained undisturbed. As they pushed open the heavy door, an overwhelming sense of foreboding washed over them. The room was filled with ancient artifacts, eerie paintings, and an ornate pedestal at its center, upon which rested an ancient book bound in decaying leather. Unable to resist the allure, one of the students, Mark, reached out and opened the book, unknowingly unleashing a curse that had long been dormant. A chilling wind swept through the chamber, extinguishing their flashlights and sealing the exit. Panic set in as the students realized they were trapped with an unseen presence. Whispers echoed in the darkness, and eerie figures materialized from the shadows. The malevolent force that had been awakened hungered for their souls, seeking to consume them one by one. Desperate to survive, the students scattered, their screams mingling with the haunting melodies that emanated from unseen sources. Each corner they turned held new terrors, as the vengeful spirits of those who had perished within the chamber sought to claim their souls. One by one, the students fell victim to the supernatural entities, their life forces drained until they became mere echoes of their former selves. The surviving few knew that time was running out, and they had to find a way to break the curse before it claimed their lives as well. Amidst the chaos, Emma, a quick-thinking student, found a forgotten scroll tucked away in a hidden compartment. It revealed an incantation that could banish the vengeful spirits back to the darkness from which they came. With trembling voices and hearts pounding, the remaining students gathered together and recited the incantation. The chamber trembled, and a blinding light engulfed the room, dispelling the malevolent presence that had tormented them. As the light faded, the students found themselves back in the abandoned basement, the curse broken and the spirits vanquished. Exhausted but alive, they made their way back to the surface, vowing to keep the secret of the hidden chamber forever locked away. Deep in the heart of the ancient forest stood a secluded school known as Blackwood Academy. Surrounded by towering trees and shrouded in mystery, it was rumored to harbor a dark secret. On a moonlit night, a group of friends dared each other to spend the night in the abandoned school. Eager to prove their bravery, they entered the desolate halls, unaware of the malevolent force that awaited them. As midnight approached, the atmosphere grew thick with unease. Whispers echoed through the corridors, carrying with them the ghostly tales of long-lost students and restless spirits. The air turned icy, and shadows danced along the walls. One by one, the friends began to experience strange occurrences. Objects moved on their own, footsteps echoed from empty classrooms, and eerie laughter filled the air. Fear gripped their hearts as they realized they were not alone. In their quest to uncover the truth, they stumbled upon a hidden chamber in the bowels of the school. Its walls were adorned with sinister symbols, and a sinister energy pulsed within. A forbidden book lay open, its pages filled with ancient incantations. In a moment of recklessness, one of the friends, Alex, succumbed to the temptation and recited an incantation from the book. As the words left their lips, the very fabric of reality began to unravel, and a portal to a realm of darkness opened before them. From the depths of the portal emerged a horde of malevolent entities, their eyes burning with malice. The friends realized they had unleashed an ancient evil that hungered for their souls. In a desperate race against time, they searched for a way to close the portal and banish the malevolent creatures. Guided by fragments of an ancient prophecy, they retrieved the lost artifacts scattered throughout the school. Armed with the artifacts, they confronted the dark entities in a final showdown. With every ounce of courage they possessed, they channeled the power of the artifacts and sealed the portal, banishing the malevolent force back to the abyss. Hollowbrook Academy stood as an imposing structure, its architecture reminiscent of a forgotten era. Its Gothic spires pierced the sky, casting eerie shadows over the surrounding grounds. Little did the students know that within its walls, a sinister force awaited them. On a gloomy afternoon, the school was suddenly plunged into chaos as the sound of shattering glass echoed through the hallways. Panic ensued as the intercom blared to life, the principal's voice trembling with fear. "Lockdown. Lockdown. Seek shelter immediately. Doors were hastily barricaded, lights were extinguished, and the once lively classrooms transformed into fortresses of fear. Whispers of an unknown danger spread like wildfire among the terrified students and staff, each passing moment heightening their anxiety. As they cowered in the darkness, a haunting melody wafted through the air, its ethereal notes filled with a melancholic longing. The students exchanged bewildered glances, wondering where the haunting melody originated. Soon, ghastly apparitions appeared, their pale figures drifting through the walls as if they were ethereal specters. Their hollow eyes bore into the souls of those who dared to meet their gaze, evoking a sense of impending doom. The students' trembling whispers were drowned out by the sound of distant footsteps growing louder with each passing second. The presence drawing near felt malevolent and otherworldly, sending chills down their spines. In a desperate bid to escape the encroaching horror, a group of courageous students embarked on a treacherous journey through the labyrinthine halls of Hollowbrook Academy. Their determination outweighed their fear as they sought answers and a way to lift the lockdown. As they ventured deeper into the heart of the school, they discovered an ancient occult symbol etched into the floor of the Grand Assembly Hall. With trepidation, they realized it held the key to unraveling the malevolent presence within the academy. In a daring act, they summoned their courage and recited an incantation, invoking the spirits trapped within the symbol. The air crackled with energy, and a portal materialized before them, a gateway to another realm. With equal parts fear and hope, they stepped through the portal, leaving behind the nightmarish halls of Hollowbrook Academy. They found themselves in a realm of surreal beauty and tranquility, far removed from the horrors they had endured. As they returned to their own reality, they vowed to never forget the darkness that lurked within Hollowbrook Academy. The students and staff rebuilt their lives, but the memory of that fateful lockdown stayed with them, a chilling reminder of the supernatural forces that can hide within the most unsuspecting places. Years later, Hollowbrook Academy remained abandoned, a foreboding monument to the twisted events that unfolded within its walls. It served as a cautionary tale, a reminder that sometimes the echoes of the past can never truly be silenced. And so, the students who survived the harrowing lockdown emerged as resilient individuals, forever marked by the horrors they faced. The halls of Hollowbrook Academy stood as a chilling testament to their strength and the dark secrets hidden within their educational institution. In the small town of Ravenwood, nestled deep in the forest, Ravenwood Middle School stood as an ancient institution with a dark secret. On a stormy afternoon, the students and teachers found themselves trapped within its walls during an unexpected lockdown. As the heavy rain pounded on the windows and thunder rumbled in the distance, a strange sense of unease settled over the school. The lights flickered, casting eerie shadows along the dimly lit corridors. Whispers echoed through the halls, as if unseen voices conspired in the darkness. As the minutes turned into hours, the students and teachers grew restless. The intercom crackled to life, but instead of a familiar voice, an eerie, distorted message played, "You're all trapped now. There's no escape." Terror gripped the hearts of those within the school as they realized they were not alone. Unseen figures moved in the corners of their vision, fleeting glimpses of something otherworldly. Unexplainable sounds echoed through the empty hallways, from phantom footsteps to mournful wails. Locked in their classrooms, the students and teachers tried to remain calm, but each passing moment amplified their fear. The walls seemed to close in, and the air grew thick with a sense of impending doom. Desperation set in as they searched for answers and a way to break free from this nightmare. In one classroom, a resourceful group of students discovered an old yearbook, its pages filled with cryptic symbols and handwritten notes. The symbols seemed to hold a clue to their escape, a forgotten ritual passed down through generations. With trembling hands and a glimmer of hope, they followed the instructions, their voices trembling as they chanted the incantation. The room filled with an otherworldly presence, and a portal materialized before them, a gateway to escape. One by one, the students and teachers stepped through the portal, leaving behind the haunted school. As they emerged on the other side, they found themselves in a different world, a place of safety and tranquility. They looked back at Ravenwood Middle School, now a crumbling ruin, and knew they had escaped a terrifying fate. The school stood as a solemn reminder of the darkness that had consumed it, a testament to the bravery and resourcefulness of those who had managed to break free. Years later, the survivors returned to the site, now overgrown with nature's embrace. They held a memorial to remember those lost to the horrors within those walls. Ravenwood Middle School remained a cautionary tale, a chilling reminder of the supernatural forces that can lurk within even the most familiar places. And so, the survivors carried the memories of that fateful lockdown, forever changed by the experience. The haunted halls of Ravenwood Middle School served as a haunting reminder of the terrors they faced and the strength they discovered within themselves. In a small suburban town, Willowbrook Elementary School found itself in the midst of a terrifying ordeal. One fateful morning, as students settled into their classrooms and teachers began their lessons, an alarming message blared over the intercom: "This is a code red lockdown. I repeat, this is a code red lockdown. Seek shelter immediately." Panic rippled through the hallways as students and teachers swiftly followed lockdown procedures. Classroom doors were locked, lights were turned off, and the occupants sought refuge away from windows and doors. Fear hung heavy in the air as they anxiously awaited further instructions. Outside the school, rumors swirled of a potentially armed intruder in the area. The sound of distant sirens only heightened the tension within the building. Students and teachers huddled together, their hearts pounding in unison, their minds racing with thoughts of safety and the well-being of their loved ones. For what felt like an eternity, the school remained silent, save for the occasional muffled whimper or stifled sob. The only source of information came from brief updates shared by the administration over the intercom, urging everyone to stay calm and patient. As law enforcement swarmed the area, ensuring the perimeter was secure, the school community clung to hope, waiting for the all-clear signal that would signify their safety. Teachers did their best to comfort and reassure their students, offering words of encouragement amidst the uncertainty. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, another announcement broke the silence: the lockdown has been lifted. It is safe to exit your classrooms. Please remain cautious and follow the instructions of school staff. A collective sigh of relief echoed through the hallways as students and teachers cautiously emerged from their hiding places. Emotions ran high as tearful reunions took place, with parents and guardians embracing their children tightly. In the days and weeks that followed, the community came together to support one another, offering counseling and resources to help process the traumatic event. The school implemented additional safety measures and emergency preparedness training to ensure the well-being of their students and staff. While the memories of that harrowing school lockdown would forever linger, the resilience and unity displayed by the community served as a reminder of their strength in the face of adversity. The incident prompted ongoing discussions about school safety and the importance of remaining vigilant, creating a commitment to providing a secure environment for learning and growth. Please remember that the above story is a fictional representation created for illustrative purposes, and any resemblance to actual events or individuals is purely coincidental. In the quiet town of Oakwood, nestled among the towering trees, there stood an old, dilapidated school building. Legend had it that the school was cursed, plagued by unexplained occurrences and restless spirits. Few dared to enter its decaying halls, but a group of adventurous teenagers decided to test their bravery one fateful night. As midnight approached, Amy, Jake, Sarah, and David gathered at the rusty gate of the abandoned school. Armed with flashlights and nervous excitement, they pushed open the creaking doors, stepping into a world frozen in time. The air inside was heavy and suffused with an eerie stillness. As they explored the dimly lit corridors, the teenagers sensed a presence lingering in the shadows. Whispers echoed through the hallways, their words indiscernible but laced with a sense of malevolence. The temperature dropped, causing their breath to mist in the air. In one classroom, the group stumbled upon an old chalkboard covered in cryptic symbols and drawings. The room felt charged with an otherworldly energy. As Amy reached out to touch the chalkboard, a piercing scream filled the air, sending chills down their spines. Suddenly, the door slammed shut, trapping the teenagers inside. Panic surged through their veins as they realized they were not alone. Ghostly figures materialized, their hollow eyes fixed on the intruders. The restless spirits of former students, trapped within the cursed school, sought vengeance for their untimely demise. Amy, Jake, Sarah, and David raced through the dark corridors, their flashlights flickering in the oppressive gloom. The spirits pursued them, their anguished cries growing louder with each passing moment. Shadows danced on the walls, contorting into grotesque shapes. In a desperate bid for escape, the group stumbled upon the school's basement, an ominous labyrinth of darkness. The air grew thick with malevolence as the spirits closed in. Heart pounding, Sarah found an old key amidst the rubble, a key that held the promise of their salvation. With trembling hands, Sarah found the door it unlocked, leading them to a hidden chamber. Inside, they discovered an ancient book filled with forbidden knowledge. The book contained an incantation said to banish the spirits and break the curse that held the school in its grip. Gathering their courage, the group chanted the incantation, their voices filled with determination. A surge of ethereal light flooded the chamber, illuminating the darkness and pushing back the vengeful spirits. The curse shattered, and the school fell silent once more. Gasping for breath, the teenagers emerged from the abandoned building, their faces pale but victorious. They vowed never to speak of the horrors they witnessed, their shared secret binding them together. Oakridge remained wary of the school, a solemn reminder of the evil that once lurked within. Years passed, and the old school stood as a solemn sentinel of the past, its secrets buried deep within its walls. Students whispered tales of the cursed building, a cautionary tale to heed the warnings of the supernatural. And so, the cursed school of Oakridge remained a haunting reminder of the darkness that can hide within the seemingly mundane, a testament to the bravery of those who dared to face the unknown. In the small town of Greenwood, nestled amidst rolling hills, stood an old, imposing school building. Generations of students had passed through its halls, but few were aware of the dark history that plagued its foundations. It all began when a new student, Lily, transferred to Greenwood High. She was an introverted girl with a penchant for the macabre. Lily was drawn to the school's mysterious aura, unaware of the horror that awaited her. On her first day, whispers spread among the students about an abandoned wing in the school, off-limits to all. Legends spoke of a tragedy that had occurred long ago, leaving that wing haunted by vengeful spirits. Intrigued by the rumors, Lily couldn't resist exploring the forbidden territory. Late one evening, armed with a flashlight and fueled by curiosity, Lily crept through the dimly lit corridors. The air grew heavy, and eerie silence enveloped her as she reached the abandoned wing. Shadows danced on the walls, seemingly alive with a malicious intent. As Lily ventured deeper into the deserted area, she noticed the faint sound of children's laughter. The laughter grew louder and more unsettling, echoing through the empty classrooms. Goosebumps prickled her skin as she realized she was not alone. In a moonlit classroom, Lily discovered a tattered photo album on a dusty desk. Its pages were filled with faded images of children, their eyes hauntingly vacant. The photos told a haunting tale of a tragic fire that had engulfed the school years ago, claiming the lives of countless students. Before Lily could comprehend the implications, the school's paranormal energy surged around her. Doors slammed shut, locking her in the abandoned wing. The laughter transformed into anguished cries, reverberating through the halls. Panic seized Lily's heart as the spirits of the lost children materialized before her eyes. Their ethereal forms twisted and contorted, their mournful wails filling the air. The vengeful apparitions blamed Lily for disturbing their resting place and sought retribution. Terrified, Lily desperately sought a means of escape. She found a small room hidden in the depths of the wing, adorned with faded drawings and scrawled messages of despair. With trembling hands, she performed a ritual, hoping to appease the spirits and lift the curse that bound them. As the last incantation left her lips, the haunting presence subsided. The locked doors swung open, allowing Lily to flee the forsaken wing. She emerged shaken but alive, forever changed by the horrors she had witnessed. From that day forward, the abandoned wing of Greenwood High remained locked, a chilling reminder of the school's tragic past. Students whispered of the ghostly encounters and the brave girl who had dared to face the vengeful spirits. Lily, now haunted by the memories of her ordeal, vowed to uncover the truth behind the fire and bring peace to the restless souls. As she delved into the school's history, she realized that some secrets should have remained buried, but she was determined to give the lost children the closure they so desperately deserved. In the peaceful town of Crestwood, nestled amidst rolling hills, there stood a seemingly ordinary school named Oakwood High. One sunny afternoon, the students and teachers went about their daily routines, unaware of the terror that was about to unfold. As the final bell rang, signaling the end of the school day, a chilling announcement echoed through the loudspeakers: "This is a lockdown. I repeat, this is a lockdown. Please remain calm and follow all safety procedures." Confusion gripped the students as they huddled in their classrooms, fear etched on their faces. The teachers struggled to maintain composure, their hearts pounding in their chests. No one knew what had triggered the lockdown or who posed the threat, but they knew they had to stay vigilant. Hours ticked by, the silence broken only by muffled whispers and stifled sobs. Outside the classroom windows, shadows seemed to shift and dart, heightening the anxiety within. News trickled in sporadically, mentioning a dangerous intruder on the school grounds, armed and unpredictable. As the darkness of night enveloped the building, tension reached its peak. The sound of distant footsteps echoed through the hallways, causing hearts to race and breaths to hitch. Whispers spread among the students, fueling their imagination and paranoia. Amidst the fear and uncertainty, a group of friends, Emma, Max, Sophia, and Josh, found themselves locked in a classroom on the second floor. Determined to survive, they devised a plan to escape the confines of their room and seek help. With trembling hands, they fashioned makeshift weapons from classroom supplies, their eyes darting between the door and the windows. Slowly and silently, they made their way to the window, hoping to climb down using bed sheets tied together. But as they peered outside, their blood turned to ice. They saw the figure of a masked intruder patrolling the school grounds, a chilling smile visible beneath the mask. Panic surged through their veins, threatening to consume them. Forced to abandon their original plan, they retreated to the classroom, their hearts heavy with despair. They knew they had to find another way to survive the nightmarish ordeal. Time passed, and exhaustion gnawed at their spirits. Just when their hope was waning, they noticed a ventilation shaft in the corner of the room. It was a risky but potentially life-saving escape route. With a newfound determination, the group maneuvered themselves into the cramped shaft, crawling through the darkness, their bodies coated in grime and dust. They navigated the labyrinth of vents, guided only by their desperate need to escape. Finally, they emerged onto the roof of the school, gasping for breath under the moonlit sky. Tears mingled with relief as they made their way to a nearby house, pounding on the door until a kind stranger let them in. The police were called, and the school was secured. The students and teachers emerged from their classrooms, their faces etched with a mixture of relief and trauma. The intruder was apprehended, but the scars left behind would take time to heal. In the aftermath, Oakwood High implemented new security measures, ensuring the safety of its students. The experience would forever be etched in the collective memory of the community, serving as a reminder of the importance of preparedness and resilience. And so, the students and faculty of Oakwood High found strength in unity, their shared experience shaping them into a community that would stand strong in the face of adversity. School, a bustling institution with a rich history, was known for its academic excellence and vibrant student community. However, one fateful day, the ordinary routine was shattered and a series of unsettling events led to a lockdown that would forever leave its mark on the students and staff. It started innocently enough. As the bell rang to signal the end of a class period, the students began to move through the hallways, chatting and laughing. Suddenly, the school's alarm system blared to life, sending a wave of panic through the corridors. The intercom crackled, and Principal Thompson's voice trembled with urgency. "Attention all students and staff. This is not a drill. Dawes Middle School is now under lockdown. Find shelter immediately and remain silent." Confusion and fear swept through the school as students scurried to find safety in the nearest classrooms. The once lively hallways turned into ghostly corridors, filled with a hushed tension. Locked inside the classrooms, the students anxiously awaited further instructions. The air grew thick with anticipation as minutes turned into hours, yet no updates came over the intercom. Darkness fell outside, casting an ominous shadow over the school. Whispers echoed through the hallways, their source unknown. Some claimed to hear faint footsteps, while others swore they saw fleeting shadows darting between the classrooms. The sense of unease grew with each passing moment. Amidst the stifling silence, a group of students led by Emily, a determined and resourceful girl, decided to investigate the cause of the lockdown. They ventured out of their safe haven, their hearts pounding with trepidation. As they crept through the dimly lit hallways, they stumbled upon a forgotten door hidden behind a tapestry. It led them to a secret passage that wound its way beneath the school, its walls adorned with symbols and markings of an ancient ritual. Driven by curiosity and a desire to uncover the truth, they followed the passage deeper into the bowels of Dawes Middle School. Their footsteps echoed in the gloom, a constant reminder of the eerie atmosphere surrounding them. In a hidden chamber at the end of the passage, they discovered an ancient tome filled with forbidden knowledge. Its pages told the tale of an ancient curse that had befallen the school, a curse that had led to the current lockdown. With trembling hands, they read aloud an incantation meant to break the curse and restore peace to Dawes Middle School. As the final words left their lips, the ground trembled, and a surge of energy rippled through the air. The school fell into an eerie stillness. The intercom crackled to life once again, this time with Principal Thompson's voice, calm and steady. the lockdown has been lifted. You may exit your classrooms. The students emerged, their faces marked with a mix of relief and lingering unease. Dawes Middle School resumed its activities, but the memory of the lockdown lingered, forever etched in their minds. Whispers of the curse and the courageous students who broke its hold became the stuff of legend, passed down through generations of Dawes Middle School students. And though the school returned to normalcy, it carried the weight of its haunted past, serving as a chilling reminder that even in the midst of the familiar, darkness can lurk, waiting to be unveiled.